Hello, I believe I am live here. My little screen went away that tells me. So I hope I am live. I'm still getting used to this new system that I have and getting used to working on it. And, anyways, welcome to my Facebook Live today. This is my July card class that I do. If you happen to live locally to me in Glendale, Arizona, I do this class every month. Not these cards, but these are 3 cards. This is my all occasion card class that I do every month in the second Sunday and the first Monday of the week. And did I say that first Sunday and the Monday after? And but since I'm doing these live now, and if you're from somewhere else and you would like the card kit for these, if you place a $50 order in my store, then I will send you the card kits for free as a thank you for purchasing from me and everything. So if you happen to like these and you want the kits, then that's great. Anyways, okay, I really hope I'm live. I don't know. I forgot to grab my iPad so that I could check. But we'll see. If anybody's here, could you please leave me a comment so that I know somebody's here watching? Because I pulled that up on my program. Anyways, I'm sorry that I'm late. I usually come at 1 o'clock. I was a little late because I was ready to go, and then my neighbor decided he wanted to pull his boat out of the yard and park right in front of my house to tinker with things, and my dogs were going nuts, and I had to try to get them calmed down or they would have just been making way too much racket. And so he left and everything, and so everybody's calm, and I hope everything goes good. So with that, let me turn my thing down here, and these are the 3 cards that we're going to make today. I've pulled different things, there's some new stuff, there's some old stuff, I'm just I was going through my stuff and seeing what I hadn't used yet or hadn't showed and coming up with some ideas. So, little Mr. Ant card here from the Cute as a Bug set. It is an online exclusive that's been around, but I felt like, it's summer and this just felt very picnicky to me. And this is out of the new Violet, what is it called? Framed Violets suite that just came out yesterday in our July online exclusives. And this stuff is so pretty, especially if you like purples and this Secret Sea color. They really go together nicely. And this one I put together because I pulled out the stamp set. It is the framed all around. It was kind of a standalone stamp set I hadn't used. I was trying to find something to pair it with. And when I went through my papers, I found this Delicate Dreams paper. I had ordered the paper but not the rest of the stuff with it. I just really liked the paper. And then it was out of stock for the longest time, but now it's back in stock. So I'm like, it's time to use it. And so I put these 2 together to make a pretty birthday card. So we're going to make these 3 right now. And let's see. First, what do we want to make first? Let's do the little ants last. We'll do that one. Let's do this one first. So if you do happen to place an order to get the kit, you would get the 3 cards, all bundled up like this and the pieces in the envelope. And so we're going to go with this one. So what you get in your envelope. Let me pull my stamps that I have here. So this is using this framed all around stamp set. It's a very versatile stamp set. It's got a birthday, it's got a good friendship, thinking of you, and then it has this one that's a very good sympathy. I'm thinking of possibly making an alternative this same way and putting this sympathy greeting on it. But for this one, I'm going to do it as a birthday. And so to make this, I did cut. So my cardstock, because this is a little bit of a different fold, it's got a side on it here. I cut it to 7.5 and then scored it at 4 1/4. And then you'll get that little piece there. I'm going to glue these pieces on first. So first we're going to put, oh goodness, I've got hair everywhere. Gonna put this on here like that. And then I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. People keep calling me. And then we're going to put this piece on the inside. And then, let's see, we have our, this is our inside piece, but I'm going to stamp. Oh, I didn't color that on my, on my sample. We'll have to do that. So let's do our stamping. First, I'm going to stamp the greeting. I sure hope I'm live because there's no way I can tell. So let's see, we're going to put this down here. Stamp that greeting right there. And I did that in Night of Navy. And then I have Early Espresso that I'm going to stamp. I've got a piece of hair wrapped around me somewhere. It's the downfall of having long hairs. You end up with hairs everywhere sometimes. And then I'm just going to stamp this right here. And then I'm also going to do one on this piece that goes on the inside. So is everybody excited for the 4th? Does anybody have any fun plans to go watch fireworks or anything? Let's see. I'm gonna color this with Mossy Meadow, and I'm just gonna take the dark one and color the lines, and it'll give it a little definition within them. That's what I love about our blends markers. They're alcohol, and when you mix them together, they blend up really nice. Let's see. Let's see. I can zoom this in a little closer and you can see what I'm doing. There you go. All right. So I'm just going to gently color these leaves in. A good tip when you're using these and you're using the brush tip, you do not have to push down very hard. Like the lightest touch will drop the ink onto your paper. And you don't always want to go too close to the edge because the ink will spread. That's why I usually start in the center and work my way out. Who here likes to color? I know that a lot of people really like to color because they find it relaxing. I do. I like to color a little bit, not a whole ton, but it is fun to make your images come to life with color. There. I don't know if you can tell how the dark is, it's starting to blend in. And then I'll just quickly do this one. Oh, see, I can't get in a hurry. I got in a hurry and messed up. Maybe this is why I left the inside uncolored when I made it. I didn't want to take the time to do this again. All right. So there's that. And then we're just going to put this on the inside. And I cut this 5 inches by 3. And so in order for it to not be seen, you got to put it to the far edge of the DSP layer inside. And then, let's see, what did I do with my ribbon? Oh, here it is. So there's bronze in this paper, and I was trying to find a ribbon that would go. And I know that this is gold, but I think it pulls out the 2 different shimmers look good together. So I decided to go with it. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Put my dogs in the bedroom so that they'd be quiet, and they're not wanting to be quiet. I'm sure hoping you guys can't hear them. They're just going to have to be patient. All right. And then we're just going to put this on here and put it on flat on the other one. But this one I think I'm going to use some dimensionals. And to make sure that I don't get them too far over, I'm going to just kind of position it where it belongs and give myself a little border. We don't want to stick it to the other side. All right. All these little sticky backs off. And then we're just going to position this right here. And then I was trying to find some gems that would go with this, and I came across a stockpile of these that I had. They are retired, but I have many of them. So anybody who places a $100 order with me, the first 5 people, I have 5 extra packages. The first 5 people that place a $100 order with me, I will send you a pack of these gems in your card kit package. Figured I have these sitting around and I can't use them too much in a class, so might as well use them up and hand them out. So somebody's going to benefit. Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 extra brand new packages. So the first 5 people that were to place a $100 order, I will add these into the package as a thank you for ordering with me. All right, but there you have it. There's our first card. I hope you like it. Very nice birthday card. I'm sure there's somebody out there that would enjoy receiving this card. All right, so then we'll move on to our next card. And I'm going to do this card with the framed violet. So we're going to make this pretty birthday card here. And this is what the card kit looks like. And so I'm using the stamp. No, I'm using this stamps, these two stamps, and then I'm using the dies that coordinate with this. So you need the whole bundle to make this card. So first I'm going to layer these up. And I've done standard layering here. So we have the card base that's 5.5 by 8.5. I was ready to say 5.5 by 11.5. That's not right. And then I've got my fresh freesia here, and it is 5.25 by 4 inches. And then my DSP is taken down to 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. So it's just one tick between the 1/8 and the 1/4, because I feel an 1/8 is too small and a 1/4 is too big. That's just how I roll. So for this, that's going to go there. We're going to stamp here. So I'm first going to stamp. I have Bubble Bath and Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to stamp the Happy Birthday in Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm going to, there's a background stamp, I guess you would call this, just to give it a little texture. I probably should have a piece of paper under me for this, because I'll probably go off the edge. So I'm just going to do some light texture here in Bubble Bath. Just like that. Clean our stamps. Then, trying to think. I laid this all flat. Yeah, I'll just keep them flat. Don't need them too bulky if it's going through the mail, right? So I'm going to put these two together. And then, oh, come on, don't be a pill. And we'll put that on there. Now I've gone ahead and die cut the flowers out. There is 3 sizes of leaves. And then the die for the flowers, you can cut 2 out at the same time. So that's really nice. So I'm going to get my handy dandy little glue dots, which you guys know I love. And I'm just going to start kind of layering up a little scene here. Really, really liking these violets. This paper is so pretty. And then let's see. Let's get some of these flowers. Put one down. One here. One over here. I'm kind of laying a little different than my other card. Oop, I don't need a glue dot for this one because one of these I put up with a dimensional. So let's see, because I have these. Maybe I'll just cover that one up because I gave them cute little sparklies. Have to make our flowers sparkle, right? So I'm going to give them all a little rhinestone right in the center to make them sparkle. And then, no, I didn't put a white piece on the inside, but I did my sample. So here, we're going to put a white inside. And then I did a little flower patch inside. Let's tear this off. This is starting to annoy me. All right. So now we're going to make a little leaf patch. And then I'm going to put one little flower there. And because she has a empty center, we'll give her a little rhinestone on the inside too. There you go. There's card number 2. And the inside there's decorated. And let's get to card number 3. Clean up my mess here a little bit. Our next card is our cute little ant card. So darling. Yeah, I've been sitting on this set for a little while. Hadn't really played with it, and I don't know why. And when I started playing with it, I was like, what was I waiting for? So this uses the Sweet Bugs stamp set and die. And we're going to start. This is Poppy Parade. My card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then, that's right. Before I glue it down, I don't want to get too zealous here. We're going to layer these two together. I don't think this is live because I don't have an end. I'm sorry if this is live, but I can't tell because I'm not seeing the normal screen that I have. Let me check something. I think I'll know really quickly if I am. Oh, I am live. I had to pull up my Facebook because I couldn't tell. And I was really getting nervous. And I don't see anywhere that I can end this video, so that's why I thought that I wasn't live. All right. Well, sorry for that interruption. I will keep on going. When this is over, though, I have no idea how I'm going to end this. But we'll keep working it. Okay. So sorry for that little interruption. It just made me think. It's like, wait a minute. Something's missing on my screen. And if I have to start all over. All right. So for this, I'm just going to take a little snippet of this ribbon. And then on the back, I'm just going to put a little adhesive on both sides just to kind of tack it down. And we're just going to use it to cover up that seam. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on here. And put it right on my card. Oh, are you kidding? We're going to change it because I glued that upside down. Did you guys notice that? Did you see that I did that? So it's going to be a little different than my other card because I have to flip it over. Oh my goodness. I think I'm flustered because I didn't know if I was live or not. I kept going through my mind. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp. First, we're going to put our greeting. I decided to have it say spread joy because it's summertime and we're all supposed to be having fun, right? It's summer fun. It's 4th of July. We celebrate 250 years of our country. For me personally, I got to stay home and babysit my puppy doggies. Just getting a little scrap piece here because I realized I forgot that, so we can stamp our little ants. So we have these 3 little ants, and I know we don't like ants at a picnic, but sometimes ants show up at the picnic whether we like them or not. But they look like they were happy ants. So, sorry if I shook that. I didn't realize I'm shaking it every time I clean my stamps. Oh. Okay. So now I have some blends here to color my little ants. So we're going to give them a little red flag. And I use Poppy Parade. And this I'm using Daffodil Delight. And we're going to make him a little gold horn. And then for the ants, to me, I always see black ants or red ants. But in the DSP, it made the ants kind of green. So I'm going with that. Because I think if I colored the ants black, you wouldn't be able to see what they were. Oh, shoot. They are green. They're brown. I grabbed the wrong blends. Wow. This is turning out to be a day. I'm sorry, guys. I just feel like I am not with it today. So let's stamp another ant. See if we can do this the right way. I knew as soon as I started stamping his head, I'm like, that's not right. That's way too dark. Okay, try this again. We're going to color his little flag red. Poppy Parade. And then we'll give him a little Daffodil Delight horn. And then I'm going to color him brown. Pecan pie to be exact. So I'm just going to color our little ants. I don't know, what color are the ants where you live? I know here I mostly see black ants. Occasionally I see red ants. I hear the red fire ants are bad in Texas. But for the most part, all we see are black ants. Not a fan because their bites get itchy. And I'm amazed at the stuff they can carry. Did you ever play with them when you were a kid? Like you'd see them all marching in a line and then put your finger through the center and distract them and then go all haywire. I'll admit, I do that. Get them all discombobulated of where they're going because they've lost their scent to follow. All right. So these are cute little ants. And there's this die that cuts them out. But I have gone ahead already and done that for us, so we don't have to wait for me to do that. So I already have the little guys done. And we're going to put some dimensionals on this. Where's my grading? I want to put the dimensionals above and below so it doesn't get in the way of the ribbon. I can speak. All right. So we're going to put that there, and then I have mini dimensionals for the little mini ants. One more. Let's see, we'll give the little tootin' ant in the middle. We'll give the little flag guy, he can go in the back so that he doesn't hit anybody in the head with his flag. And then we're going to put this little guy up front because he's yelling at them all to come along. All right, and to finish it off, I have these cute little ladybugs. And I think the ladybugs I'm going to put down here on the leaves because that's where you would see a ladybug, right? So we're going to add a couple ladybugs down there. And then I have these gems. Let's see. I don't know now that since it's upside down. Put some of these up here. These are very flat and hard to get off. They kind of look like little dewdrops. Put one over here somewhere. Okay. And that's card number 3. Our cute little picnic ant card. Oh, I have to put the inside. I didn't do anything special on this one. You could stamp some more ants and color them and put them on the inside. I may end up doing that for my class, having them do that. But I won't make you sit and watch me color another set of ants. So there you go. These are the cards that we make. Got these 2, these 2, and these 2. So those are the 3 cards that we did today. I hope you like them. Again, the link is in the description for my online store. If you want the kits to go to make these cards, just place a $50 order in my online store, and I would be happy to mail you these kits. And my offer, if you place a $100 order, I will throw in a package of these gems. They're really nice. They're pecan pie and then white. So they're very versatile. I know why I bought a bunch of them, because I've used them a lot. But I do have a supply of them, and I'm willing to give that as a gift for anybody who places a $100 order. And with that, also, I want to tell you right now, I'm starting to work on my Christmas in July. Here's a couple of cards I've done so far for it. And I wrote it down. For people that would be in person that are local to me, I will be doing a Christmas in July class on Sunday, July 26th and Monday, July 27th. And it will have 12 cards. Here's 2 of them so far. And then I plan, tentatively right now, I think I'm going to do it July 20th through 24th that week. Is my idea that each day, Monday through Friday, I'm going to go live and I'm going to show how to do 2 to 3 of the cards. I'll have to do more than 2, at least 2 days to get through 12 of them. But, let's get our Christmas cards done early. We always say that. Christmas comes and we're like, oh, shoot, we don't have time, but we have time now. So let's do some Christmas cards. And I will be putting a kit together if you would like to get the kit, the class, and do it, and then you can follow along when I do the lives. I'm going to be getting that all figured out here real soon, and I will post it. If you'd like to be on my email list, shoot me your email and I can add you to my email list, and you'll know all the details of everything that's going on with this. Sorry I was a little discombobulated today. This has just been, I don't know. I don't know why I was just a little off today, but I think I'm still getting used to this program that I have. And see here, still again, I don't know how I'm going to end this video. It's so weird. Now everything disappeared. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I'm just going to close the program out, and I'm hoping that it ends everything. So hopefully I'll have this figured out soon, and I'll have it be a little smoother. And anyways, yep, I'm back to my hands. I don't know what is up with this program. Anyways, okay, so with that, goodbye.